Hi guys, my name's Ash and I am the owner of Rain Nova, and I am currently prepping and creating stock for my biggest con yet. So there's 5 weeks till the event. I am limited on time because I also have a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old who I look after. I am basically creating all of this on the days where my 2-year-old is either in nursery or at her grandparents' house and while she's napping. All while still looking after the 4-month-old. So it's crazy, but we can do it. Yeah, so I just thought I'd bring you along. You could probably hear the 4-month-old now. I thought I'd bring you along, show you what I'm up to, and we can try and get through this all together and document my biggest event yet. So I thought I'd start by just making a little to-do list of what needs to get done this week. I find that when I don't have a to-do list, I end up caught in decision paralysis and I don't actually get done the most important things. I instead procrastinate and do things that really don't matter or can easily wait. So by doing this, it just keeps me on track and it keeps me where I'm supposed to be. I highly recommend this to anyone who has a limited time and can't really afford the time to procrastinate, because it has saved my life in more ways than one. Very important as well, I have also just found a basket. Well, they weren't in a basket, but a basket full of little pumpkins that I made for last Halloween, and I didn't end up selling them. I kind of just ran out of events and they've just been sat there in the drawer and I didn't realise. So they will also be coming to MegaCon because it's best for them to get sold rather than just be sat there. And who says pumpkins are only for Halloween? July can be pumpkin time as well. Plus, like, look how cute they are. I also now have a baby on my knee, so this is going to be a lot harder to make badges than I initially thought. That didn't work out too great, so I've only been able to make, I kid you not, 8 badges before Violet just got a bit too cranky. So I'm going to give her a feed and hopefully she will go back to sleep or just at least chill out a bit, and then I can get some more things done. I'm just having a little ice cream break whilst I am designing some price tags. So I'm thinking for promotions, I'm going to start putting them in like these little stars just to try and catch the eye a bit better. I think they're going to look really cute. Plus I do love stars. I feel like stars fit every aesthetic. So yeah, I'm just doing that whilst also watching a Chow Illustrations vlog of her time at Megacon Birmingham. So maybe I'm prepping, I don't know, but yeah, this is something that needs to get done, and I needed a break from badges because as much as it's like fine, it's just a very monotonous, sorry I cannot say that word, a very repetitive job, and it just gets a bit like on you after a while. But I've done quite a bit. I think I've done about 30 mystery badge packs, which might not sound like a lot, but each one has 4 badges in it, and you know, 4 times 30 is quite a lot. So yeah, my hand was starting to hurt from the badge press, and yeah, I just needed a break. So hey guys, so it's now the next day. Ray stayed out at her grandparents last night so that I could get more stuff done. So I'm just sat in my room. I'm going to go through all of the 5x7 prints I've got and do a stock take of them because they're the only things I haven't stock took yet. Stock took? Can I stock take off? I don't know. I know what I mean. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and I've designed the pricing signs and things like that. So I'm also gonna get them printed and cut, and yeah, I've got a lot of things to do. I'm just gonna start with this one thing before I start talking about more, because otherwise I will get distracted and I won't get anything done. It's a new day and we are going to sort through all of these A4 prints that I have already printed. These are all doodle prints, and these ones at the back are art prints. Like there's Adam from Has Been Hotel, Angel and not Angel, Charlie and Vaggie. There's absolutely loads in here. And then we've got to print more of them at some point. I'm probably going to do that next week though, just because I need to order new paper, and there's no point in starting the job and getting like halfway through and then having to wait for paper. So I'd rather get it all done at once. But yeah, so there's the plans for right now. It's now Friday, and tonight I am working on making a display for some badges. So I've found these little clips. I'm just sort of like hooking them onto the backs of the badges so they can be changed out, and then they're just basically like attached to the board. I find it really useful because they are really stuck. Okay, I've stood it on one of these display stands. All done. Obviously there's a couple of gaps for badges that I need to fill in.
Leaning forward slightly,
there's a
but obviously this
gap
would be
up
like
there for number 4, which is the
this would be like
human
that
rights,
height.
but
It
they're
would
all
be
like
higher, so I think
really
that makes
well
them actually
on,
perfect.
and the angle means that they'll be really well
I've just separated them out by category.
a normal height.
The only thing that's kind of
I know on the
frustrating is
camera,
I have way more
obviously
badge
the angle
designs
down,
than
but
I realised.
when they're on the table
so
and they're above
I
people,
think
it'll be
this
so
is
much
going to
better.
have to be
I just need to fill
doubled.
in
I think I'm going to have to have another 36 below.
There's just a couple to fill in, but I'll add them in soon, and
there's a lot.
So I need to actually apply as well for MCM, Birmingham and London. So I'm just creating like a portfolio through Canva, just because I feel like I need to send them somewhere other than just my website. So this is going to be filled out a bit more. Obviously, I've only just started really. So the idea is I'm going to have like my products. I'm going to add an image at the top as well. I'm going to have my product range, my upcoming events. I might do a little bestsellers thing, and then a little about me with a little picture of me and Ray Ray, because you know that's best. But yeah, I've just started on this. I just basically needed something where I could just sit down, because right next to me is a very sleepy baby. And yeah, I don't really want to do anything that's making too much noise that might accidentally wake her up. So this is the plan for now. And then, to be honest, it's a Saturday anyway, so it's not technically one of my working days. And I've already got some stuff done, so. Apply for MCM, Birmingham and London, but I just wanted to show you what I'm applying with, because I thought it might be quite interesting. So I've just got like my logo, some examples of like my booth, my Kenji stall, and like the display I had at Red Brick, just to give like an overall vibe of the business. My product range, this isn't everything I sell, because obviously I also have things like tumblers and things like that, but I think this is a good overview. Upcoming events, so these are the next
4 events that I'm at, which is very, very exciting because it means I've got at least one event every month for the next 3 months, and my goal is to just have one event a month for the moment. A little about me section with my picture of me and Ray Ray, where I am in retail, and I also put the Kenji pop-up here. I wasn't sure whether to include it in events or not, but because I've got 4 events, I like it being even, and adding that would have just thrown it off, and I think that still works really well. It's got a little description and everything, and yeah, it's nothing special, but I think it does showcase everything that I think someone would need to know when curating. I'm also going to update this picture after MegaCon because my booth is going to be very different. I've made a lot of upgrades recently, but I haven't had an event to actually showcase them. So that's there for now, which I still think is fine. I'm just, everyone's their own worst critic, and I just feel like these look so much better than that. Even just like the colouring looks off and everything, but there's very little I can do, so.
Alright, we just got in the car. I'm going to do my hair in the car, but we're going to Bury Comic Con today, just like guests. Have a look around, see if we can spot any trends ahead of MegaCon, and just support other local artists. So we went to, can't remember what it's called now, Bury Comic Con thing today. I'm gonna be honest, it was such a letdown. My friend is a massive Doctor Who fan though, so she got to meet Pete Davidson, so she was very, very happy about that. But I really wanted to look at some traders and see if there was anyone there that I knew, or I could see any trends or anything like that. But there was maybe 15 to maximum 20 traders, and I only saw one table that actually looked like it was handmade stuff. Everything else seemed just like resellers, which sucks, but it is what it is. It was, I guess, an opportunity to just leave the house, so that is all fine. I just thought I'd give you an update on how much I've managed to get done this week for stock for MegaCon, because now we are officially 4 weeks to go. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog, she keeps shaking, I think her collar's annoying her. Yeah, we're officially 4 weeks to go because till MegaCon, so I thought I'd share everything I've managed to make, because I don't want to brag, but I've been quite productive. So now this is the other thing, so this box has like obviously quite a bit in it. It's got pumpkins that I didn't make this week but obviously found, mystery badge packs, loads of prints, sticker sheets, they're all accounted for. It's also got all these badges, so I've got about halfway through with restocking, so you can see like some of them are a lot more full than others. Yeah, in total I think I've made 150 badges, so things are definitely getting made. Okay, I've just double checked my stock take and I am officially a third of the way through all of my products that I need to make or have for Comic-Con. So we're doing well considering, but there's still like a long way to go. So I've still got coasters, tumblers, prints, all of that still got to be made. So yeah, like I say, it's going to take a while, but we're on the right track, so yeah. And with that, I want to say goodbye for this week. I will try and document, you can probably hear a baby. I will try and document the next few weeks, and you can follow along on how I am prepping for my biggest event ever with a baby and a toddler. So yeah, I think Violet's saying this is my cue to go. So see you next week.